box of delights. I remember the frosted hush of that December night as if it were yesterday. The snow had been falling since morning, soft and steady, the kind that gathers thick upon rooftops and makes chimneys smoke like sleepy dragons. The world outside my window glowed blue under the moon, and the only sound was the whisper of flakes settling on the old pine trees lining the path to my workshop. It was the last night before I was to load the sleigh for the great journey, and yet something unusual stirred in the air. I could feel it the way you feel a shiver before a storm, mysterious, expectant, full of wonder. That night, as I walked through the workshop, checking the final toys and adjusting the ribbons on parcels, I noticed a small wooden box placed neatly upon my desk. I had not seen it before. It was carved from dark walnut, polished until it shone, covered with intricate golden swirls that caught the candlelight and glimmered like starlight on fresh snow. No one had mentioned it, and no label told me where it had come from. That alone was strange. Nothing arrives at the North Pole without a name. I reached out and touched it. The wood was warm beneath my fingertips, as if holding a quiet heartbeat. Curiosity stirred inside me, that same youthful curiosity I have always cherished in children everywhere, wondering what lies behind a closed door, a wrapped gift, or an unopened story. Slowly, I lifted the lid. The moment the box opened, a soft golden light spilled out, warm like the glow of a fireplace, filling the room with a gentle hum. It smelled faintly of pine needles and cinnamon. And then I saw something resting inside. Not a toy, not a letter, but a small folded parchment with my name written across it in elegant script. Just my name, nothing else. I unfolded the parchment. Only a single sentence was written upon it. Open your heart, and you will remember. No signature, no explanation, just those words. I sat back puzzled. I closed my eyes, and for a moment the world fell away. I felt myself drifting backwards through time, further and further, until I was no longer Santa Claus, with a long white beard and a sleigh full of gifts, but a young boy, Nicholas, running barefoot through the snow-covered hills of a small village, laughing, breath turning to clouds in the winter air. Before the weight of duty and responsibility, before magic chose me as its keeper, I had been a child filled with simple dreams and wonder. I remembered a tiny cottage at the edge of the woods, warm with firelight and the scent of baking bread, my mother's voice singing quietly, my father returning from the market with his coat dusted with snow. I remembered the joy of giving, not receiving, how each year my parents would prepare a basket to share with someone in need. I remembered the first time I carried that basket myself, my small hands gripping the woven handle, pride swelling in my heart as we delivered it to a lonely widow who lived by the river, the way her eyes filled with grateful tears, the way it felt to bring light into darkness. That feeling changed me forever, and suddenly the golden light from the box seemed brighter, casting colors across the walls like northern lights dancing across the sky. As I opened my eyes again, I noticed that the light inside the box had shifted, swirling gently as if it were forming shapes. Slowly the shapes became images. Children laughing together, families gathering around glowing hearths, strangers sharing warm food in a storm, hands reaching to lift one another up when life grew heavy. Each memory flickered like film upon the air, alive and pulsing with warmth. It was a box not filled with objects, but with feelings, moments of kindness, generosity, courage, and love. Moments that shape us far more than anything one can buy or wrap with ribbon. Then I understood. The box of delights was not a gift for me to open alone. It was a reminder, one sent by the very spirit of Christmas itself. A reminder that the greatest gifts are invisible to the eye and felt only by the heart. Gifts that cannot be broken, misplaced, or taken away. The gifts of time, compassion, forgiveness, and hope. I looked deeper into the light, and visions unfolded. A young boy offering his only scarf to a freezing puppy. A girl slipping handmade cookies into her neighbor's mailbox. A soldier far from home opening a letter filled with love. A child writing a card to a teacher who thought no one appreciated her. A family welcoming a stranger to their table because no one should eat alone. And I saw something else, something greater than all the rest. I saw the world as it could be if every person opened their own box of delights and allowed kindness to guide their hands and hearts. A world where no one is forgotten. A world where joy multiplies with every act shared. A world where Christmas is not one day, but a way of living. When the images faded, the parchment inside the box had changed. More words had appeared, glowing softly. It now read, "The magic of Christmas begins when you choose to give what cannot be wrapped." I closed the box gently. The golden light dimmed until only a soft pulse remained, like the glow of a lantern guiding travelers home. I felt a warmth inside me that no winter wind could chill. I carried the box to the center of the workshop and placed it upon the tallest shelf where all could see it, not hidden, but waiting for those in need of remembering. And I knew what I must do next. As I loaded the sleigh, I thought not only of the toys and packages, but of what each represented. Every ribbon tied was a wish. Every gift wrapped was a hope. Every chimney stop was a chance to remind someone that they are seen, valued, and loved. Because the world changes not through grand gestures, but through small acts of kindness, repeated 1,000,000,000 times. Sometimes, children write asking what the greatest gift Santa has ever received. And though I have seen wonders beyond imagination, nothing compares to that box of delights. It taught me what I must now teach you, that the greatest magic in this world is not in the sleigh that flies, nor the reindeer who soar through the stars, nor the northern lights dancing over snow-covered forests. The greatest magic is the power you carry in your heart to lift another human spirit. The holidays will always be filled with presents, songs, feasts, and celebration. But when the decorations come down and the lights fade, what remains? It is the warmth we gave, the forgiveness we offered, the laughter we shared, the hand we held, the hope we kept alive in someone who needed it. So this year, when the snow begins to fall and the world grows quiet, open your own box of delights. Look inside yourself. Ask what joy you can bring into another's life. You will find that when you give from your heart, the magic you release returns to you tenfold. And if ever you forget, close your eyes and listen to the silence of a winter night. You may just hear the whisper of golden light saying, "Open your heart, and you will remember." And now, dear friends, as I prepare once more to set out across the sleeping world, I leave you with this. May your homes be warm, your hearts be full, and may your hands always be ready to give. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a night filled with wonder,